Hello, my lovely writers. Welcome to Black Girl Write, where we embrace the power of storytelling. I'm Chandra, your host, and I'm here today to inspire you, nothing more, nothing less, than to continue on your creative journey, okay? So we're gonna start, and I created this video because I feel like in my first video, I didn't really elaborate. It was kind of like my introduction, hello world, and all that good stuff. But this video, I really wanted to tell you what inspired me to write. A lot of people say, hey, you know, at age 10, I did this, or I worked on set with my uncle and all that things. For me, that wasn't it. For me, it's just what I've always done, okay? So, I'm trying to see, maybe 5th, 6th grade. I don't know what I was doing before, but writing has always been my best form of communication. I've always loved poetry. I've always been interested in writing the essays for school. It took me 30 minutes, took other people days. It's just always been my form of communication. So from poetry to love letters, to breakup letters, to essays, journaling, writing my thoughts, my aspirations, writing has always been just something that I've done. So I don't give tribute to one specific thing. It's definitely, I believe, what God created me to do, and I just do it. And I think I do it fairly well, okay? Next thing is, everyone talks about, you know, what they need to get going, okay? So let me tell you how it goes as a writer. You're never gonna feel like going, okay? You just gotta do it, okay? The blank page, we stare at for hours. The thing about screenwriting is nobody can do it for you, okay? You can pay somebody, you can pay a ghostwriter, but to really own in on your voice, and that's why I think you chose screenwriting, because nobody has the voice that you have to tell the story. You have to do it yourself, okay? So I think a misconception is, oh, I'm gonna be inspired by this, I'm gonna be inspired by that. That is true. You wanna be inspired, but you also wanna know, if I don't get the inspiration from anywhere outside, I'm gonna write the screenplay, I'm gonna write the story, the book, the novel, whatever it is that you wanna write, okay? So although outside inspiration is very, we appreciate it, as a writer, you have to write whether it comes from outside or not, okay? It's a story that's within, and that's what screenwriting is, okay? It's a story that's inside you that has to get out. Nobody can tell it how you can tell it. It's okay to rewrite. People get, speaking of people, including me, we get so bent out of shape of how many times we have to rewrite. The producer says, hey, I need you to go back and do this. I need you to go add this. It's okay. The story has already been written. The editing, however long it takes, just do it, okay? Just do it. There's no mystery or like magic, I feel, when it comes to screenwriting. It's just following the rules, running into the right people. You want to build your network, because the network is a lot. It weighs very heavy in the screenwriting industry. So you definitely want to build your network. It's very easy to isolate yourself. I very often isolate myself, but you really want to go out, and you'll find out when you branch out, whether it be to the park, dinner, lunch with a friend, you will find inspiration anywhere you go, okay? So for me, I always feel sorry for the man at the table alone, okay? So the man sitting alone that nobody else at my table cares about is inspiration for character development, which brings me to my next topic. You have characters that are loners. You have characters that are extroverted. They're the life of the party. In order for you to effectively write about those writers and write on paper, bring to the screen, and let us feel the emotions of those characters, you have to know those characters, okay? So what I was saying is, inspiration, your loner character that you see at the table, go home and develop the character, okay? Don't think that you're gonna write the script and, okay, when I need him to react, he's going to react like this, or the reaction that you give as a character needs to line up with the tone, the mood, and the story that you're trying to portray at this very point of the storytelling. Every scene is a story in itself, okay? So for your character who's alone, you can't have him just, make outbursts that doesn't go alongside his character, okay? So sorry if I got tongue-tied, but character development. Go home, interview your characters. At first, I thought it was the strangest things, but sit down, make a list of questions that you would ask your character who's always on the forefront, always like the party. The police, okay? Your policeman character versus your therapist character, they're gonna react totally different, okay? So the reactions that you have for your characters, they need to line up with character development, okay? So character development, I want to stress, is so important. That's a part that I tried to skip. Write the story and figure that I'll just have a character react, this way once I got along with the script. No, it doesn't work like that. You need to know how that character is going to react every step of the screenplay, okay? And that starts with you writing down, what is he like? What ticks him? Okay, what is his favorite food? What color does he hate? If he goes to the soccer game but he loves baseball, why do he have the grimace on his face? So you really want to know the ins and out. How do your character, what do they do when they're in the shower, when they're alone? What do they do with their best friends versus when they're around their family or their boyfriend or their husband? Everything will be different, and it all starts with character development. So please make sure you do that character development, okay? Outside of that, I would say self-doubt is natural when it comes to screenwriting. It's one of the hardest things I think I've ever done in my life. Pretty much, okay? So self-doubt is natural. You just gotta kick self-doubt's ass. It's mama ass, it's brother, everybody come along with it. That's all it is, okay? You're doing one of the hardest things that a human being can do, okay? And I really don't know what to tell you except for it's natural to feel self-doubt. Not only is it natural to feel self-doubt, I have to reference the elephant in the room. I'm a writer, a female writer, and a Black female writer, okay? So I'm not even gonna call it stripes because creativity doesn't wear a certain type of pants. It doesn't have a certain type of collar or a certain type of color. It just takes the right time, the right opportunity for those two to clash and for the world to get to the picture. But I do have to state the obvious that there are barriers, okay? So in screenwriting, as I've quoted before, it's 100%, okay? Out of all that 100%, about 80% are white writers, mostly male. What does that mean? Does that mean that you are less creative if you're not white? Does it mean you're less creative if you're male? It does not. It means that the world that we are in has just not caught up with creativity, okay? Does not change the narrative, does not change how powerful your story is. It just means you got to work a little harder. You got to go the extra mile to let these people see that you have the gift and to keep on writing, okay? Don't let nobody say that the story is not good enough. Screenwriting is totally subjective, okay? So what I may like, somebody may completely think it's, it's just off the charts. Like, oh my gosh, I would never write that. You would never write that. Somebody else would, okay? So that's what you gotta know. Screenwriting is subjective. Rejection is normal, okay? Like, you gotta just toss rejection off the shoulder, okay? And really not care about it. And you gotta write. I stress this, you have to write, okay? The story does not write unless you write the story, okay? And think about your college days or your high school days. You wrote the story, you gave it to the teacher, she's like, hey, go back and add this. All the punctuation, I'm not talking about punctuation, commas, and all that, okay? All that can be added. A computer can do that for you. I'm talking about the creativity, finding your voice. Everybody want to know, hey, what's your voice? I didn't know what is the voice, okay? Everybody's like, what's the voice? I had no idea what the voice is. The voice you find when you continue to sit down and write, mistake after mistake, hurdle after hurdle, writer's block after writer's block. Writer's block is true. For those who say writer's block is not true, it is definitely true. Okay, so we're gonna just toss that out the window. It's true. But you just got to keep on going. That's the thing. Screenwriting is all about resilience. It's all about resilience, getting up, okay, taking however long you need to take a break, take a deep breath, and come back to the page. There's a story in you, as I said, that nobody else can tell, okay? For me, I'm writing a story now based on my childhood that at the moment I thought was like the best thing in life. Now that I'm older, I see there was a lot of adversity. It was a lot of misfortunes and things that a child should never go through. But being that I went through that and I'm out on the other side, I feel I have to tell the world. I want to put other people in those shoes. If you've never been to this background, I grew up in inner city Nashville, gang infested, drug infested, crime, you name it, okay? And it is everything that shaped me of why I'm here today. Had I not went through those experiences, I couldn't be writing the movie that I am today. So in the moment, a lot of us feel like, oh my gosh, why is this happening to me? Why am I going through this? Everything has a reason. Even if you don't understand the reason, there's a reason why we go through everything we go through. So I'm so grateful. I'm so appreciative for my past because it is the reason that I'm here today and be able to tell the story. Okay, so coming to you soon, Juliet's Porch. It will be a groundbreaking, breathtaking screenplay movie in theaters that you do not want to miss. The story is based on a true story, and it will kind of depict my life from my early childhood around elementary to through high school. I have not completely developed it yet, but just know every circumstance, everything you go through, you can take and put it into your screenwriting, okay? Like, so I don't take any conversation lightly. I don't take any conversation more than what it is. It's completely that. But in every conversation and every engagement that you have as a writer, you can take something from it and you can put it into your storytelling. The last thing I want to say is, what can I say to y'all this Friday? Let's see. Ask yourself, am I doing what I love? Okay, so that was very, very important for me. I was working as a nurse, still working as a nurse, but on my own terms. Are you doing what you want to do every single day of your life? Okay, when you wake up in the morning, are you excited to go to your job? Would you like to create your own job? For me, I can spend the rest of my life writing, happy, not counting the hours, okay with no one over my shoulder. I do not like micromanaging. Never been a fan of micromanaging. Thankfully, nursing has gave me the ability to kind of, work as the only nurse and not have to answer under nobody. I don't know if it's a problem with authority. I don't know. That's a question we can talk about later. But I just like the freedom that I have to make my own schedule, make my own rules. Although there are rules that you follow throughout life, period. But it's some rules that just don't make sense. Like be back at from lunch in 30 minutes. I maybe need 35. Okay, like that just never sits right with me. So, anyways, ask yourself: are you doing what you love? Okay. Are you doing what you would want to do for the rest of your life? Okay. Are you doing what makes you happy? Or are you doing what makes those around you happy? Okay. Are you doing it for the money? Okay. So if anybody knows me, you know it's never about the money. Okay. Money is printed daily. We can make money over and over and over. But my happiness, my peace, what I choose to do on a day-to-day basis, okay, I have to create that, okay? And it's never been about the money for me. I feel like if you do what you love, you're gonna do it so well that the money will always follow. So I'm not a fan. I don't care. You can waive the dollars or whatever. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of doing it for the money. So people may have something to say. Please leave in the comments. Oh, don't forget to like, subscribe, and I follow this YouTube channel. But no, the money, I'm not that girl. Okay, I can make my own money. Money comes, money goes. My happiness, my peace, I need to be constant. Okay, so that's in the career that I choose. So I just want to say thank you so much for all you who have subscribed. Continue to follow. Continue to ask me questions. I won't hurt you. I do not bite. And I'm just here to inspire other screenwriters like y'all. Like, it got to be done, okay? We're gonna do it. It has to be done. You're gonna do it. You're gonna find a way, okay? You find a way or you find an excuse. And we are here, Black Girl Write, we find a way, okay? So I do have a couple books that I recommend, all right? So in regards to character development and screenwriting, make sure you have adjectives, okay? That are universal, that we can see, and that are not just, okay, if it's love, give me 10 other words that we can use to describe love, okay? Or a verb to describe that. We don't want to just, I mean, it is competitive. I don't want to get it twisted. It is not your just, you know, show up, hey, my name is Chandra, I want the job. No, I need to see how you differentiate from everybody around you, okay? So that's in your verbs, your adjectives, okay? And these books are by, I got them from Amazon, Valerie Howard, okay? I highly recommend these books, okay? She did not pay me. I did not know her, but thank you for your books, okay? Conflict, all right? Your story does not go forward if there is no conflict. Every scene, from the happiest to the saddest, there should be conflict in each scene, okay? So we start at point A, we should go to point B. If I come out smiling, hey, all roses, I should be sad by the end of the scene. If I come into the scene knowing something, by the end of the scene, I should be in question, I should be puzzled, okay? So remember, conflict is your friend, okay? For all those of me, I'm very non-confrontational. I want peace at all times, but unfortunately, mess is all in your screenwriting, okay? And you got to create the conflict. So make sure you get this as well, okay? Angela Ackerman and Becca Pulaski is the writer. And then occupation. I think I mentioned that earlier. Your occupation of your characters is going to weigh heavily on how they react. So a stripper, she may be at the bar, you know, all open, dress up to here, you know, buy me the drinks, I'm here for the party, let's do it. I may go home with you, okay? Leave my friends at the club. Your first lady out of a church, first of all, she shouldn't be in there, but if she is, she's gonna have, you know, more of a what do you want to call it, a facade, okay? Like, I don't do this, I don't do that. But first of all, why is the first lady in the club? That's another conversation. Okay, anyways, your character, your development is very, very important. We need to know why Susie is acting like Susie, and if Susie is acting like Amy, or if Keisha is acting like Tara, later on down the screenplay, what happened and why, okay? Thanks again. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys have an amazing day. Remember, you are the captain of your ship, okay? The ship does not go if you don't drive it, okay? You choose the direction, and that comes to screenwriting. Write the screenplay, produce it, and that's it. Everything in between, it'll take care of itself, okay? Don't worry about how. The how and the why always take care of itself, okay? Okay? But the now, you should be writing. All right, talk to you later. Thank you for joining Black Girl Write, and I will see y'all later. Bye.